Chiropractor, and for today's stream we will be making some potatoes. Not in this pan. My husband actually made some like chicken in that pan, so I'm not gonna be using that pan. But this pan, yeah, I'm gonna be making the potatoes in this pan because I'm vegetarian now. So yeah, but yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I have a potato from a meal I made earlier. I made like a little stir fry, and I just put like a little bit of potato in there, like the tip. I'll make a video showing like that recipe or like what I did for that meal, but yeah, but not right now because I don't have the exact food anymore. But yeah, let's see, and then I'll need some more potato. I'm not sure how many more. These are Idaho potatoes. Okay, probably do 2 more. I'm gonna wash them right now. Just need to put this down. Wait, yeah, I can do all of this. I have so many hands going on. There we go. Alright. So, wash these potatoes. Okay. The potatoes are washed. And then one last thing is oh yeah, let me wash this knife. Ooh, it's hot. Alright, here's my knife. And then, on top of that, I just need to clean a fork as well. I know I'll need it. I don't know if I mentioned it, but for this meal, for this stream, it is actually 1:42 a.m. But me and my husband were both hungry. Like, I asked him, like, are you hungry? And he said he was hungry, so I started making something because I want to make some potato. We both ate something earlier. He ate some, like, chicken sandwiches earlier, like lettuce wrapped chicken sandwiches, and I ate some, like, stir fry, vegetarian stir fry. So, yeah. Let's see. Okay. So, I have some onion here. I'm going to be using that. So, got this onion here, and I'm gonna chop it up. Let's see. I'm like, how should I do this? Okay, let me rotate this. All right, let me just pick this up, this here, this here, and then we can just go from there. Okay. So I'm gonna let you guys see me chopping it up. Just give me 1 sec. Okay. we go. There we go. Okay, so obviously I have these potatoes here, but I'm gonna try to put them to the side for a sec. I want you guys to be able to see though. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna cut the onion first. Let's see. I don't care about the butt of products and stuff like that anymore. I've matured. I feel like I used to cut stuff like that off, but it's like literally doesn't matter if it doesn't have like a hard part or whatever. It's like soft. It's just veggies. It's not really a big deal. But yeah. Okay, so hopefully you can kind of just see it. I'm just kind of like slicing it up, and then I'm just gonna slice it more afterwards. I'm kind of doing some long pieces first. I'm not doing it like super diced. I don't know. I don't really mind it, but I'm gonna try to do these ones smaller. So I'm just gonna move really slow with these. Just let them be smaller a little bit. There we go. So my onion is cut up. It looks delish, honestly. Okay. See, I might be able to cut a little bit more. There we go. Alrighty. So now, my hands smell a little bit like onion. It smells kind of good. It smells like an onion sauce or something. I don't know. Okay. I think, should I cook it up here? I think I will, just because this one's bigger. So, yeah, I think it'll be more of a vibe. And then I can start cooking while I'm cutting, so it'll be better. Okay, so that's what we'll do. So what we'll do right now is go ahead and start this one. We gotta make sure we turn on the right one. Okay, high one. We're gonna turn it on to a 7 right now. That's good for me, I feel. Okay. So. Put some oil in there. Oh. That's a little bit much, but it's okay. It's fine. I wanted a little less, but it's literally gonna be fine. It's a low cholesterol oil, so it's fine. Okay. So now I'm gonna start frying up these onions. Oh shoot, I need to start. I was supposed to start letting it cook. Okay, I'll let it cook first, and then I'll put in the onion. All right. So now I'm gonna, like, does it matter? Yeah, it does matter. Okay, so I'm gonna just chop up the potato now. Okay. I'm gonna try to do like pretty diced potato, because it's just gonna be really good. It's gonna be very delicious, honestly. Okay. Doing pretty small pieces of potato. Okay, I feel like it's starting to fry now. Let's go ahead and get this onion and put it in there. Start frying up this onion. here, we'll start frying up half now, maybe half later. Okay. There's some potatoes that I have to cut up. They're all potatoes I have to cut up. Okay. There we go. I'm running out of space. Okay, I'm gonna turn it down to a medium. Start putting potatoes in there because I'm literally running out of space. I have to do something. I have to satisfy the heat somehow. It wants something to do, I feel. I've just got to move fast. And I feel like more space can make me move a little faster. Okay, anyways, now. Wish I had a little time, Wish I had a little time, but I have to do what I have to do. I can't concern myself with it. But I do hope Carl comes back to Love Island, but after watching After Sun, I'm like worried because I'm like, hopefully he doesn't hold anything against Anaya. But I don't think he does. I feel like it's just other people's opinions are making him feel some type of way. And it's just sad. That's what it's come to. But I feel like it always affects these men on Love Island, other people's opinions, you know. These boys on Love Island are always affected by other people's opinions. And Kenny's a fucking weirdo. And Casey, I don't like him. Tiara, she's mean. Like, Sydney's over here defending Tiara, and it's like, girl, she was literally laughing at you. And it's like, that's not her fault that she was laughing at her, obviously, but it's just like, you're defending someone who would not do the same for you, I feel. Like, if she was the one removed and you weren't, she wouldn't be saying like, oh, that you're so tea and all that. I feel like she'd be saying like, oh, it should have been me, you know, like she's not tea or something. I don't know. I feel like she just would have been shady. So, I don't know. Just, she was already laughing at her, so that's all. That's like already the proof I need, you know. So, I don't know. Just weird energy. Turn it down more because I literally just want more time to be able to cut it down. I just don't want to get burned, that's all. Because I low-key did get a little bit burned. Sometimes I do get burned and that sucks when that happens, you know? From like smoking, like weed, or just other things. I just get burned a little bit. I'm just like, ugh, it sucks. Or just cooking, like I don't know, just in general, I just get burned sometimes and it sucks. I hate getting burns, scratches, all that type of stuff. It hurts. Okay. Cuts. Oh my god, paper cuts. I get a lot of paper cuts, honestly. It sucks. Truly, it does suck to get all these paper cuts randomly. Now I'm going to put in everything else. Okay. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to do a little mix because, you know, it's been sitting there for a while. So I'm going to turn it up now to like a 5. Okay. I think I'm done cutting. I'm going to double check if there was anything else I needed. I'm not sure if I'm going to need to cut something else or not. Hold on. So now, let's just continue cooking this up. So yeah, I just feel like Love Island is just crazy. into the potatoes because I feel like they need a little more. Okay, so it's just gonna help everything not dry out. They like cooking at different rates, but I mean, they were put on at different rates, so just gonna turn this up to like a 6, maybe 7. Yeah, I'll do a 7. And then just keep an eye on it, keep stirring it. And these will be ready before I know it. They're starting to cook. Already starting to cook. But yeah, this is another thought I'm having, but I'm just like, I guess it's pretty obvious, but you know, I just don't talk to people that were racist or basically had a racist phase. You know, when I knew them when we were younger, if they were racist when you were younger, it's just like, I didn't have one of those, you know? I didn't have a racist phase. So I'm like, you know what? If you had one of those when you were younger, you're cut off. You know? That shit's weird. Yeah. Because you don't want to be fucking targeted or some bullshit, you know? And that's what happens when, I don't know, just what happens. Start making sure these are cooked. They're starting to get there, but probably a few more minutes. How we go? They're definitely starting to cook. There's this guy, this older guy I see a lot because of my job. Like every time, well, not every time, but it just, I don't know, it makes me a little uncomfortable because, you know, he's like, oh, like the first time, he was like, oh, do you have a boyfriend? And then, so he like asked if I want a second one or something. I don't know, he just said something like in our first interaction that was just like a red flag, which is like, you know, first impressions matter, especially with like fucking creepy old men, right? But anyways, so there was that, and then I don't know, he'll ask questions like, oh, do you have a boyfriend? And then basically that first interaction, I was like, oh no, I have a husband, I'm married. And then, or I don't know, I think he was asking like, oh, are you looking for like, do you have a boyfriend? Like, are you looking for a second boyfriend? I don't know. He just asked some bullshit like that. And then I was just like, oh, no, I'm married. And then, yeah. So, I don't know. It's just weird. People are weird. stay in your lane. People need to stay in their lane. You don't want some old pussy. Like, you don't want something your age. Like, I don't know. It's just, like, you're 60, 70. Like, come on. You need to retire. Stop hitting on these young women and bringing them alone in your office, sir. Stop it. Anyways. So these are like cooked because I keep stabbing them and I'm getting green flags. I'm like, is this one cooked though? Is she cooked? Let me see. I'm doing a stab test. Okay, this first one I feel like I want a little more cooked maybe. Okay, I'm gonna keep doing a stab test until I'm satisfied. But does Idaho have like fucking good potatoes or something? Like, cause why are these called Idaho potatoes? It's like, is that like your guys' capital? Like Idaho? I need to look that up. Cause who the fuck is Coco? Like, who the fuck is from Idaho? I don't know. So I feel like these are cooked now. Let me do one more stab test. That's how you know potatoes are cooked. If you guys really need to know, if you guys need to really know at home, you need to be able to stab through a potato. Like, it needs to be tender. And then, like, look. Tendernism. That's how you know. Tendernism. That's how you know. Watch. Tendernism. These are ready. Okay, so I am going to make them a little special tonight. So I'm going to make some smothered potatoes, guys. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to turn it down to a 6. So it's not super, super, super hot. But yeah. And I'm going to just flip these, try to get some of the whites on the bottom so that bottom can have more of a crisp instead, you know. Try to get a little flip action in there, you know. Okay. Basically, we're just flipping it all up. Okay, perfect. Now, one potato did fall in here. Let me just rinse it. It was like cooked anyway. It's cooked. Let that cook a little more. Okay, so now let me just make them smothered potatoes. Okay, so we have some cheese. I'll do some cheese. This is Mexican style blend. Just gonna get some, put it on there. Do a little more. But yeah, I prefer to make my own food because you really can't tell if the restaurant is going to do something like vegetarian or not. Like, you don't know if they're going to be mixing in like meat. Like this right here, my husband made chicken in it. If the restaurant was to make something in it with that same pan, I'd be like, yeah, it's not fully vegetarian food. some sour cream here. I checked the date. It's good until July 8th. It's literally so small, the amount though, so I'm gonna like make it into more basically. Okay, so these are like done. So step 1 is going to be putting these onto this plate. Yep, okay. There we go. So I have this plate here. Okay. Did not season these, and I forgot to, so let me just do that. Okay, we'll do... Actually, give me 1 sec. Okay, we're gonna start making egg over here. So, yeah. Okay, I'll probably do 2. So, let's kind of turn it on. Turn it back on. I don't know if I need a little more oil or if that's gonna be okay. It probably is gonna be okay. I just want to get it done, get it cooked. I don't know. I don't know if I need anything else to cut, honestly. I think I'm good. So, okay. So, now I'm gonna start scrambling these up. I want scrambled eggs on my smothered potatoes. Okay, we'll put it on a 6. Okay, and then let's just. We are pretty much done with this meal now. Go ahead and turn this off. Okay, we scrambled up our eggs. So, let's see. So now we have this sour cream here. Actually, no, we'll put the egg. Okay. So now, so we put cheese, we put potato, we put cheese, and we flatten the egg or the potato a bit. Okay, and then put some egg over top. And then we're just gonna put some seasoning salt over top of everything as like the salt for it. Okay. Do a little mix to the best of my abilities. Okay. And then we'll put some pepper. Okay, we'll put some chives, chopped chives on here. Good. And then we'll do some Italian seasoning. And then also, guys, while I'm cooking all of this and I have all this going on, I'm also making bread at the same time. Literally making bread as well. So I'm very excited for that. But yes, with this, I'm gonna make the rest of my sour cream. Let's see. So we're gonna add a tiny bit of milk to make it like expand a little, like go a little further. Okay. And then we'll just mix this whole thing up. And then, I mean, it's really not much, but have a little bit of sour cream to put on top. It's kind of fun. I love sour cream. You know, have that creamy consistency on top. All right, there we go. And then I'm gonna, let me see. Okay, I'm going to wash this fork really quick so get you with it. Okay, that one, I'll clean one more. Alright, I won't take a hit for good luck, but I'm going to go ahead and eat this. I'm gonna eat mine with a spoon, I don't mind. But yes, it is done. So yes, thank you guys for watching me make my smothered potatoes. At 1 in the morning. It's actually now 2:17 in the morning. So yeah, hopefully everyone has a great night, and yeah. Thank you so much for watching me in the past, present, or future, and hopefully you have a fantastic, fantabulous, amazing day. Subscribe. Goodbye.